Scream is a movie about a person named Scream who is a monster, and he likes to kill teenagers. So the movie starts and we meet this high schooler girl who's at home, and she's white and she has blonde hair, and she's talking on the phone to her friend. She gets a call on another line from her friend. So she says goodbye to her friend, and she presses the button that makes you go to another call, and it's a really deep, raspy voice from a man saying that it's time for her to die. He doesn't like to be too scary with this because, they're about to get killed, so nothing he could say before that is going to scare them as much as actually being stabbed to death. So he just calls and is like, this is what's going to happen. I'm here. I'm in the same area as you. I can see you. I know what you look like, and I'm going to come out and I'm going to stab you to death. So the main character is the girl who gets blamed for all these murders. And she was also friends with the first girl, whose name was probably Sarah. She ends up meeting this guy. His name is probably Zach. And so he is pretty popular, and he likes to take advantage of girls. One night, they're in a pool. It's his pool and his family's house. She has to get out of the pool for whatever reason and go inside the house. So Johnny's just waiting in the pool, hanging out, and then Scream comes, and he doesn't even call before, because if you're in the pool, obviously you don't have your cell phone with you. If you do, you're dumb and probably deserve to be murdered. And so Scream comes, and instead of using his signature knife, he has a toaster, and he throws it into the pool. It electrocutes Tommy or Johnny just from being in the water with him. We have to wonder, as the viewer, is Scream getting a new idea of how to kill people by doing this? Because if I were a serial killer, it might be a little bit more satisfying if that's what you're into. So, we're just going through all these things, and it's just this guy is just killing people, and really the scariest part isn't really the fact that he's killing these teenagers, but it's like, what is up with this guy who's a monster? Why is he doing this, and why does he need to wear that big mask? It looks like he's screaming, because he doesn't scream. And so the way that it ends is he tries to kill the girl, Abby, who is being blamed for all of this, because it's still happening. Of course, she was still with this boy, Zach, probably, when he died. So everyone's like, what the heck, girl? And so he gets into her house. She doesn't have a cell phone. She has a house phone. And he calls that. She happens to answer it. And he says that it's, Abby, I'm Scream, and it's time for you to die now. I'm gonna kill you. And so he comes out from behind a curtain, and you would never know if someone wearing a black robe was behind a curtain because they look like a curtain already. And so he comes out, but she was like, she's just so fed up from this whole movie. Everyone's been blaming her for all these murders. She's been ready to kill somebody to get back at them. And so she's like, oh my God, finally the guy who's been doing all this is in my presence. And now I am about to get the ultimate punishment for all these things that I didn't do. So she gets a knife from her kitchen, and she kills him before he can kill her. But what happens is, when this all happens and everyone hears all the commotion, the cops come to her house, they find her with this knife all bloodied. She obviously just killed this monster, and again, she's gonna get blamed for everything. So she goes to jail, and it's really sad, because it's oh God, if only they knew what she had been going through this whole movie. But that's the way scary movies happen. They make you even more scared at the end. And so that's Scream.